So, have you found a spot to sleep tonight, or do you need me to find a spot for you? You haven't found a spot? That's alright, I already found one. We can share. I know I don't have to do that, but I want to. You're my new friend, after all. You're gonna regret being my friend. I can be a bit psychotic once you get to know me. Of course, that's all explained away by the fact that, again, I come from a family of elite assassins, but still. Trust me, you're gonna regret being my friend, but it might be a good experience for you anyway. What makes me say that? Simple, really. I'm not an asshole like all your other so-called friends. Oh, so that gets a laugh out of you. Very interesting. I'll keep that in mind. Insulting assholes makes you laugh. Good to know. Oh, and apparently stating the obvious does as well. Very interesting. You're a lot happier than you were before. That isn't just an act, is it? What do you think I mean? Look, I know how difficult some of this stuff can be, at least. And I know it's easy to just put on a mask and pretend that you're fine. So I just want to know, are you pretending to be fine because you're still in denial, or are you really happy right now? You're really happy? Alright, I'm gonna trust you on that. Actually, I don't always have to trust you. I told you I can read people really well. And judging by your aura... Yeah, you are doing a lot better. That's good. Oh yeah, that. Well, I don't really know how to explain it, but you can kind of read someone's aura. It's kind of a weird thing to do, but it helps you if you're an assassin. No, I'm not an assassin. My family is, but they all want me to become an assassin because I have such great potential and whatnot. But I don't really want that. I don't know. I guess I just don't like all the pressure on me. After all, they already have their futures planned out. They want to plan mine out as well. And I just don't want that. I don't want to have to live up to their plans, live up to their expectations. So I just decided to run away from home instead. Yeah, it sucks, but it could be worse, really. Well, I could be on my own without my assassin training. Exactly. I know exactly how to defend myself and how to kill people if someone's looking for a hit. Yeah, I haven't had to resort to that just yet, but I might have to soon. Well, it's kind of difficult to get money when you're literally 12. Yeah. And this world is delightful in the sense that everything runs on money, so of course, if you don't have money, you don't really get to live. You know, I actually never considered that. You make a good point. If need be, I could always just assassinate an animal and eat that, just like hunting. Are you kidding? Of course I like that idea. You're a real genius, you know that? Oh, come on, don't be so modest. Listen, I know you don't think very highly of yourself, but look at how far you've made it in the Hunter exam. Granted, we're only on our way to the 3rd phase, but still, you've made it this far, and hundreds of people dropped out the first trial. If you've made it this far, you're already a winner in my book. Really, I mean that. Come on, look at me. Do I really look like I'd lead you wrong? Okay, fair enough. I am from a family of assassins, and I trained like an assassin, and I may or may not have killed a couple people while we were here. That's beside the point, though. Don't get too alarmed about that. The point is, yeah, I do look like I'd lied to you, but really, I wouldn't lie to you about something like this. How can you believe that? Well, let me tell you. I happen to be brutally honest. See, if I see someone who is a complete idiot, I call them out on it. If I see someone who's weak, I call them out on it. And if someone decides to bump into me and then they try to attack me, I rip their hearts out. Oh, you're laughing. Do you think that's a joke? That's literally what I did to 2 guys earlier. I'm not joking. I'm really not. Oh yeah, sure. Here, look at this. Oh, I said look, don't touch, okay? Trust me, my nails are razor sharp right now, and if you were to try to touch them, it would most likely go right through your finger. Yeah, that would hurt a lot, and you'd probably have to go to the hospital. Why? Why do you think? It's literally going through one of your fingers. Plus, you could get an infection. It might not seem so bad, but there would be extensive bone damage, nerve damage, risk of infection. Oh, not to mention, it's your finger. Do you really want something going straight through your finger? I didn't think so. Well, yeah, I suppose you can touch the rest of my hand when it's like this, but definitely not my nails. The muscle has to be tough underneath. Otherwise, I lose my grip. On what? What do you think? The hearts I rip out. I wasn't joking about that, and it wasn't just an exaggeration like you think. I really did rip someone's heart out, and I'll do it again if I have to. What were you gonna say? No, really, continue. I want to hear this. Oh, you want to know if I've hurt anyone in my family before? Heck yeah. Well, we got into this argument before I ran away, and I ended up hurting quite a few of them. Yeah, I won't go into details because you look scared out of your wits right now, but it was pretty bad. They're probably out for blood now. I hope they're hunting me down. Once I become a hunter, I'll capture each and every one of them. I bet they all have pretty hefty bounties on their heads. Why are you staring at me like that? Yeah, so what if they're my family? They're trying to force me into something I don't want to do. They trained me from the day I was born, essentially, and all they want me to do is grow up to kill people. Yeah, so? Just because they're family doesn't mean they get a free pass for everything. They might have their reasons, but they should let me do what I want. Seriously. If they cared about me at all, they let me make my own decisions. No, hey. You don't have to apologize. I understand why you were saying that. After all, I am just a little kid, and they're all adults. It stands to reason that they'd know what's best for me. But when you really look at the situation, when you take a closer look at it and really analyze what's going on, you start to realize that what they want me to do, this decision that they think is going to benefit me, it isn't going to benefit me at all. Well, for starters, there's the mental aspect. In order for me to comfortably kill people, I kind of have to be a psychopath. Oh no, I'm technically not a psychopath yet, but I'm definitely very close to that. I know, right? Isn't it crazy how thin that line is? I happen to be standing right next to it, and it wouldn't take much to push me over the edge. If that were to happen, you might need to be afraid. I'm just kidding, that one was a joke, Don't worry, you're my friend, so even if I did become a psychopath, I wouldn't hurt you. Really, I promise. I wouldn't hurt you, Gon, Leorio, or Kurapika. Oh, right, they're my other friends. Well, Gon's my only real friend out of those 3. Kurapika and Leorio are just kind of there, but I hope to be friends with them as well. I could really use some other friends aside from a kid who can jump 6 feet in the air and you, someone who can't tell an asshole from a friend. I'm joking. I'm joking, okay? I understand that it is difficult to tell between a good person and a bad person. And it's especially bad when they start off by being nice to you, then they turn into a jerk, but then they're nice to you again. Because then when they're a jerk again, you still hold on to that hope that they're gonna be nice to you one last time, right? How did I know? That's kind of how it is with my family. They aren't really the best, so believe me, I know how it is with other people, even with friends, even though I don't have many. Yeah, it's definitely a tough world out there. And there are a lot of people who are really shitty. But you know what? Forget about all of them. If you ever meet another shitty person, I'll just slash their throat. Yes, I was being serious about that. Oh, go ahead. You can laugh if you want. It is pretty funny to imagine. Someone gets on my bad side and hurts my friend. I rip their throat out. Well, sure, I could rip their heart out, I could rip their throat out, their intestines, really anything you want me to. Oh yeah, I'd ask you about it. After all, you're the one getting hurt. Might as well let you make the final decision, right? Why are we having this conversation? I really don't know. It all kind of spiraled off from me making a few jokes about things I can't even remember at this point. But, the point is, this conversation filled the silence while we walked to the spot I found for us to sleep. Do you think this will be comfortable enough for you? Are you sure? I could always find us another spot. It wouldn't be any trouble, really. Okay, if you say so. Oh, here's a blanket, by the way. I found these earlier. It's no problem, really. I was gonna save one for Gon, but I think he's gonna stay up all night trying to get the ball from the old man. Here, you'll want to take this, it's pretty cold. Huh? Why am I being nice to you? You're my friend, dummy. Why else? Before? Before what? Oh, you mean before I decided that we'd be friends? Well, simple. I saw someone in pain and I figured, you know what? I just killed 2 people, might as well do something good to reverse it, right? Yes, I was being serious about that. Alright. Finish laughing and then go to bed, okay? God, you're as idiotic as Gon, really. Yes, I mean that in a good way, I promise. Don't worry. I'm not gonna say anything hurtful about you. After all, there really isn't a whole lot to criticize about you. Oh, except that, out of all of my friends, you're the only one who can't jump 6 feet in the air. Yep, that's the only flaw I can see. Now get some rest, you silly.